Hey guys, as you've probably seen on my post, but if you haven't, then I'll explain further. So, today is the 9-year anniversary of the passing of comedic legend and actor, also film writer and director, the original Willy Wonka from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, 1971. And that is Gene Wilder. And I do have a little memento here. Well, it's a memoir, and that is something that I'm reading for now, and it's brand new, and that is "Kiss Me Like a Stranger" by Gene Wilder. I love this book, by the way, and behind it you can see him as Willy Wonka. So if you guys have this book, if you've read it, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What you thought about the book. And sorry, but I don't have any pop Funkos of from the Wonkaverse. By the way, do you think that's a catchy name, Wonkaverse? I mean, we've got many things involving the word verse, like we've got the Whoniverse for Doctor Who. But yeah, I think we should call it the Wonkaverse, because we have not just the Gene Wilder version of Willy Wonka, but there's also the Tim Burton version, which was a remake of the original, which was Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, starring Johnny Depp and Freddie Highmore. But we're not here to talk about all of the Willy Wonkas. But by the way, the final one they did was in 2023, so if they do a new one day, if they make a brand new one, then keep your eyes peeled. But as I was saying, today isn't about celebrating the Wonkaverse, although the Wonkaverse wouldn't have been born if it wasn't for Gene Wilder. No one could have played Willy Wonka other than Gene. But other than the iconic role that probably parents who have grown up watching the film, and many of the others, there would probably be honouring Gene with like tattoos of Willy Wonka, or other films of his like Young Frankenstein, directed by Mel Brooks, which is the guy who founded Gene when he was performing on Mother Courage by Jerome Robbins with Mel's soon-to-be wife, but back in the day, she was his girlfriend, and that was Anne Bancroft. And Young Frankenstein is one of my favourite films from Gene. It was written by Gene himself, and it starred as him as the lead star, along with other co-stars of his like Peter Boyle, Madeline Kahn, Marty Feldman, Terry Garr. By the way, rest in peace, Terry. You were a true beauty on the film. I saw the film on my TV, and it was not bad. It's brilliant. The first ever black and white film I've ever seen, and it's probably the only black and white film for me. But other than his co-stars from Young Frankenstein. There has also been other films of his like The Little Prince and another film directed by Mel Brooks, which was Blazing Saddles. And then, of course, there was The Frisco Kid, and that was with Harrison Ford and Gene Wilder, which made a good duo team together in the film. And also there was Gene's incredible chemistry that he had with another comedy legend, and that was Richard Pryor, who both starred in films like Silver Streak, Stir Crazy, and one of my other favourite Gene films, and that is See No Evil, Hear No Evil, with which is how Gene met his widow, Karen Webb, and of course he met his former or ex-wife, Gilda Radner, on the film Hanky Panky, and then they worked together in Los Angeles on a film called The Woman in Red. But I also do love the documentary on Netflix, Remembering Gene Wilder, only on Netflix. Check it out if you get the chance. But also know that, again, parts of the things that are narrated by the man himself in the documentary are also mentioned in this book. So, yeah, I think Willy Wonka is the top highest film. Like, say, if Arnold Schwarzenegger is the Terminator, and if Gene's co-star from the Frisco Kid, Harrison Ford, is Indiana Jones, and if Sylvester Stallone is Rocky, Rambo, and of course the Expendables, then that makes Gene Wilder Willy Wonka. No doubt about it. And I hope that one day I manage to get my hands on a Pop Funko. I'm hoping from the original. You can't beat the original. I learned about the Wonkaverse from the very first film back when I was in primary school. I even used to dress up as Gene's version of Willy Wonka. I wore the same hat, same coloured hat, same shape, same bow tie. Unfortunately, I didn't have a cane, but it was fine. And of course, I wore the purple jacket. And that was for a World Book Day. And I had a couple of classmates who dressed up as the exact same original Oompa Loompas. And that was crazy and awesome at the same time. So, if you guys have any favourite movies from Gene Wilder, comment below. And happy 9th anniversary. Well, it's not really meant to be happy, but again, I can't believe it's been 9 years. I didn't even know Gene was still around right up until August 2016. He was in Stamford, Connecticut, because he was living in a home outside of town that Gilda used to live in, but after she died from cancer, she left the house to Gene. Gene was originally from and born in Milwaukee, He was born in a Russian Jewish family. And if you've seen the documentary, it will explain everything. So if you guys are Gene Wilder fans, comment below and tell me what you loved about him, what films you liked about him, that kind of thing. So again, comment and don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Until then, see you in a world of pure imagination.